Hi, I'm Adriana McLean with FulfillingStrategy.com, and I'd like to share with you a few ideas from my latest blog post entitled How to Get Customer Insights Easily and Continuously. So I'd like to offer 3 different ideas on how you can do this. The first one involves Net Promoter Score. And if you'll remember, the Net Promoter Score is the question typically worded as, how likely are you to recommend our products or services to a friend or colleague? So this is a simple rating question we typically include in annual surveys, but I'd like to offer that we're getting this data a couple times a year and collecting it continuously. That way, we'll give you better insights into any changes or trends you might be seeing. And one easy way to do this is to simply embed this question into an email that you send out 3 times a year to your customers. It's a very easy process. If it's embedded in the email, they don't have to click on a link to go answer it. They can just do it right in the email and it's done. So that's one easy way to collect information around your Net Promoter Score. The second idea is around the performance defining component. And you've heard me talk about this before. And basically the performance defining component is that attribute, that part of your value proposition that is most important to your customer. So you really want to have a pulse on how well you're doing, how well your customers feel you're doing in terms of serving their need with respect to that attribute. So again, 2 or 3 times a year, this is a rating question, so you can collect this data, embed it in an email, perhaps. But I would also like to offer that I would, in addition to asking how well you're doing with respect to the performance defining component, I think it's also important to ask a second question, and that is, how important is this attribute to your customer? And the reason is, over time, what is most important to your customer can change. And you want to make sure you have a pulse on any changes that you're seeing in terms of what's most important to them. So you could do this again in an email. And depending on what your performance defining component is, you could also include this closer to where the value might be exchanged. So for instance, let's say that your performance defining component is on-time shipments. So what you might want to do is, instead of embedding this question in an email, you can include it as part of the ordering process 2 or 3 times a year, so that your customer can be answering it while they're kind of experiencing what is the most important value for them. And then the last idea is around customer service interactions. So there's so much data for you and customer insights that reside inside customer service experiences and interactions. So if you can find a way to continuously collect this data, it's going to be a treasure trove of insights for you. So one of the ways you can do this is after a customer service experience interaction, send a follow-up and ask, number 1, what was the category? What was basically the question that they were asking? Because it's important to see over time, where your question's coming from your customers. Because ideally, you'd like to be able to have the right information and communication so that they don't have to contact customer service. So you want to see what types of questions you're getting, and then asking after that interaction how satisfied they are with the resolution or with that experience. So you can make sure that you're taking care of them. So the only word of caution there I would say is, if you're a B2B customer where there's a lot of interaction on a regular basis with your customers, you might not want to ask how you're doing every single time. And maybe you just do it, you have that question as a follow-up 1 week every year. 1 week a month or something like that, so that you can just hit them, consistently, but not constantly. So those are the ideas I have for you from my recent blog post. I'd really encourage you to go check out the post at fulfillingstrategy.com/blog. And until next time, work well.